Good morning. Welcome to Monday morning yoga. Hopefully you're here. You start your week off right. Get into a good frame of mind. And we're going to start today in child's pose. So just make your way onto your knees, and you can decide if you want child's pose with knees really wide and toes touching, or if you want your knees a little closer together. You work your body down. And if you're anything like me, it won't go too far down first thing in the morning, so you can use a block under your head. If you don't have a block, you can stack hands or fists, just so your head can relax on something. And you don't have to lay there or sit there and hold it up. If child's pose doesn't work for you at all, you can do this sitting. You can lie down for the time that we're going to be here. Maybe, excuse me, if you do have your head propped on something, the longer we're here, the more your body will just relax into the pose. And we do this using our breath. So start inhaling and exhaling through the nose if you can. Try to make these breaths a little deeper than you normally would. Really focus on, you can focus on a lot of different things when you're breathing deeply. You can focus on chest expansion, belly expansion, side, back expansion. Or all of them. Just take a couple more breaths here. Exhaling fully and completely. And then inhale, come up onto your hands and knees. So we'll start with some cat-cows. And again, like I said, I'm really stiff in the morning. So my cat-cows may not be as big in the morning as they are other times. That's fine. Just go to where you feel a little bit of stretch, but nothing pulling, nothing painful. So just pause here in your table and feel your nice long arms press into the mat, creating a little space in between your shoulder blades. Tops of the feet stay down. Take an inhale. And then exhale, start to round your back. Drop your head, look back between your legs. Push into that mat even more. On your inhale, drop the belly. Squeeze the shoulder blades, look up. Exhale, round and down the spine, look back between your legs. Inhale, drop the belly. Squeeze the shoulder blades, look up. And move through this cat-cow, your breath. Make the movements as deep or as shallow as work for you this morning. Next time you find yourself in your cow pose, one with the drop belly, we will meet back in our neutral spine. And then curl your toes, lift your hips up into your down dog. And when you get there, you can pedal, sway, any way that feels good here, working out some of those morning kinks. So again, I'm just assuming that, first of all, you just got up like me. That could be wrong. And also that you're doing this in the morning. These videos live on forever. So you'll be doing it on a Saturday afternoon. Doing what feels good. Taking another breath to move. And then look up at your hands and slowly walk your feet to your hands. Take your time. When you get to the top of your mat, just spread those feet apart a little bit. Give yourself a wide, steady base. And we're going to hang. So let everything go. Bend those knees a lot. Arms can dangle, or you can grab opposite elbows. And you can sway side to side, or just hang. Whatever you like. Shake your head a little no, a little yes. Feel some release in your neck. Just another breath. And then release your elbows if you've got them. And we're going to slowly start to come to standing. Take your time. Spend a lot of time low. You don't want to rush coming up too fast. When your head comes up, you still might feel a little lightheaded. So bring your arms up over your head. Maybe give a little peek up to your hands. Pause here for an extra breath. And then bring your hands to your heart. And down to your side. Just pause here for a moment. Feel your feet into the mat. Nice strong legs. Belly button pulled in, chest puffed out. Just a little. Shoulders are working down your back, away from your ears. A little chin tuck. Nice mountain pose. And then inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. Grab your left wrist with your right elbow and lean over toward the right. Just a side body stretch. So try not to round your shoulder or cave in your chest. Keep everything nice and open. Inhale, come up and switch your grip. So left hand grabs right wrist and reach over toward the left. Take another breath. And then inhale, straighten up, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, hands come through heart center and fold. Inhale, flat back, squeeze those shoulder blades. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, palms touch overhead. We're going to keep moving. On your exhale, you're going to come all the way down and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. One more time. Exhale, hands come through heart center and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Palms touch. Bring your hands into your heart and down at your side. Pause again for a moment. Find your nice mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms out, palms touch. Exhale, hands through heart center and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right leg back, drop the knee. We're only doing one round of these, so if you'd rather keep the knee up and work a little harder, you can. I'm going to ease into my practice this morning. And then you can stay very low. You can stay low on blocks. Or you can bring hands to your thigh or up. And breathe. Something else you can do is you can, if your knee is down, you can scooch it back a little bit, getting a little bit more stretch in this right hip flexor. And you can lean into this left leg, really dropping the pelvis. So there's, just in this one pose, there are a lot of options, and you can play around. Ooh. What works for you? 2 more breaths. And hands come down to surround the foot. Step back to a high plank or a high plank with knees down. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're coming all the way down, just nice and slow. Knees, belly, chest, chin. Hands are right about under the shoulders. Take an inhale, lift your chin and chest. Exhale, touch. Inhale, lift chin and chest. Exhale, touch. Inhale, lift chin and chest. Touch down. And then push yourself into a table and into a down dog. Take a couple breaths here, maybe 3. And then inhale, lift your left leg up. Lift it up really, really high. Bend the knee, fan the hip open, getting a little bit of a hip stretch here. Opening everything up. Inhale, straighten the leg back. And then exhale, bring the foot in between the hands. And if you've got to drag it up there, actually, if you can drop the back knee, easy to drag it up there. And we're just here for 1 breath. So if you want to keep that front knee, that back knee up, just an inhale, nice and low though. Exhale, hands down, step up, toe to toe, and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Palms touch overhead. Bring your hands into your heart. And down at your side. Pausing here again for another moment. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands through heart center and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left leg back, and you can, an option to keep the knee up. I'm going to put mine down. You can stay very low. Come to your thigh. You can reach up. You have that other option of kind of scooching the left knee back. Leaning into the right. Take 1 more breath. And then hands are going to come down, and then step back to your high plank or high plank with knees down. And then exhale, we're going to lower all the way down again, nice and slow. Knees, chest, chin. Hands are under your shoulders. Take an inhale, lift your chin, chest, and hands to hover. Exhale, touch down. Inhale, chin, chest, and hands to hover. Exhale, touch. 1 more time. Lift chin, chest, and hands. Exhale, come down, push yourself back into a table, back into a down dog. And then inhale, lift the right leg up, lift it up high, and bend the knee, fan the hip open. Breath. Inhale, straighten that leg up. Exhale it through in between your hands. Maybe keep that back knee up because it's just one breath. You can even stay very low or just for that breath, lift up. Exhale, hands down, step up, toe to toe, and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit the arms all the way up. Palms touch. Bring your hands into your heart. And down at your side. Toe heel your feet in together. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Sit the seat down in your imaginary chair. Tuck your pelvis under you when you're in your chair. If your arms are tired being up, your hands can be at your heart. Look up. Open up that heart. Shoulders apart. 2 more breaths. Take an inhale. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. High plank, low plank, heart opener. You can do cobra, baby cobra, or maybe you're ready for an up dog. Full or just a partial one. And then exhale, down dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the foot in between the hands. Turn the back foot down. Rise up. Warrior one. Just a couple breaths here. Relax those shoulders. 2 more breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands go down. Plant them. Step back, high plank. Option to keep the right leg hovered as you come down all the way or halfway. And then inhale, heart opener. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale it through in between your hands. Turn the back foot down. Inhale, rise up. Settle in. Arms do not have to be up, especially if your shoulders are bothering you. Just another breath. And we inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step back, high plank. Challenge to keep the left leg hovered as you come all the way down or halfway. And then inhale, heart opener. Exhale, down dog. And for the next 3 or 4 breaths, you can spend them in down dog or you can come to child's pose. Now we'll meet back in our down dog. Look up at your hands. Walk, hop, or float your feet to your hands. Come right into a flat back. Exhale, fold while you're down there. Toe heel your feet in together. And then as you inhale your arms up, sit your seat down in your imaginary chair. And breathe. Two more. Take an inhale. Exhale, sit, 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 sit. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up, maybe a back bend. Bring your hands into your heart. And down at your side. Pause here in your nice, tall mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands through heart center and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Take your vinyasa or meet us in down dog. If you're taking the vinyasa, you're in high plank, low plank, heart opener, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale it through in between your hands. Turn the back foot down and inhale. Before you rise up, if you've got a block or a book, grab it just so it's near you, and then rise up into your warrior one. Settle in, settle down. Take an inhale. Exhale, open up into your warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, bring that arm up in the air, other arm just dangles, and I want you to sink back into this front knee. Breathe. Your hand can be at your side or it can be at the small of your back. You can go for a mini bind, left hand reaching toward the right thigh. 2 more breaths. Make sure your toes aren't gripping the mat. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back, warrior two, excuse me. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh, left arm up in the air. Two more breaths. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Let the arms down for a moment, straighten the front leg. We're going to come into triangle pose and half moon. And if half moon's not in your practice, I'll give you an option when we get there. So front leg straightens, not locking, just straight, tiny, tiny micro bend in that knee. Again, you're going to want to have that block handy on the inside of your right foot. Some people like it on the outside of the right foot. I prefer it on the inside. So arms go back out. Take an inhale. And exhale, reach toward the front of the room. Take a breath in. Exhale and just keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Take a breath in. Exhale, reach, reach, reach. And then right arm goes down, left arm goes up. So if you don't have a block, your hand might be on your shin. It might be on the mat. You just don't want to touch the mat and have everything cave in and fold. You want to try and have this pose be nice and open. And then start to bend into the front knee. And I like to do a half moon with a block. So I'm going to take my hand with a block. If you don't, your hand's just going to go about a foot in front of your foot. And again, it's not always a block. Sometimes it's a book or it's a thick cushion. So hand on the block or hand on the foot. Lift the back leg up. Flex that foot. Woo! Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Flex the foot. Hand can stay on your hip or it can lift up and you open that heart out toward the side. And breathe. So what the block does is it just makes you be a little bit more open because you're not trying to reach down for something that maybe your arms aren't long enough for. 2 more breaths. You got this. Oh, sorry. If you're not here, both hands are down and you're in a standing split. Woo. Take 1 more breath in. And then exhale, turn toward the mat. Step back. High plank, low plank, heart opener, down dog, or maybe you're just meeting us in down dog. Then inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale it through to between your hands. Turn the back foot down. And rise up into your warrior one. When you feel ready, sometimes it takes a little longer to make sure that you have your balance.
You can sweep the arms up, shoulders down, or you can do something different with your hands today, or on this side. Take an inhale. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Sink into that front knee. Let your pelvis sink down. We're not holding ourselves up. Trying to sink and be low. Two more breaths. Flip your front palm. Bring that arm up on an inhale. Other arm again. It can dangle. You can come across the small of your back. If you like to do little binds, you can take a bind. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Right arm up in the air. Two more breaths. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Let the arms relax for a moment as you straighten the front leg. Give yourself a little shoulder rolls as we get ready for our triangle pose. Again, have your block, if you're using it, nearby, so you're not struggling for it when you're actually in the pose. So, arms out, taking an inhale. Exhale, reach toward the front of the room, pause. Exhale, reach toward the front of the room, pause. Exhale, reach, 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 and left arm comes down, right arm comes up. Remember, we're not locking that front knee, so make sure it's got, maybe it's a big bend, but if you feel like you're locking it to try and stay in the pose, have the tiniest little micro bend in that knee. Again, if you don't have a block, your hand's on your shin, or maybe your arms are long enough and you can touch the mat, or you have enough mobility in your legs to be able to do that. Two more breaths. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend into the front knee. Take your hand or your hand with a block about a foot in front of your foot. Hop that back foot in a little bit. And then inhale. Woo. Lift that right leg up. And keep your hand at your hip right now. Or maybe it stays. Or maybe you reach your arm up. Half moon pose. Breathe. If you're not in half moon, both hands are down. And you are in a standing split. Two more breaths. Take an inhale. Exhale, turn center. Step back, long, high plank, low plank, heart opener, down dog, maybe just right to down dog. And we're all going to meet in a child's pose. So you can actually just drop your knees and take your child's pose. Whatever feels good for you. So notice how this child's pose feels compared to your first one. Sometimes in 30 minutes, it's just not enough time to feel too much of a difference, but sometimes it really is. Take a couple more breaths. And inhale, just come to a table. We're going to come into a half pigeon pose. If for any reason doing half pigeon on your front doesn't work for you, you can roll over on your back and do a supine half pigeon, also called a figure 4. So take your right leg, swing it around, and then keep moving it. Wiggle walk your right foot over towards your left hand. You're going to settle down. So stay up high just for a moment, nice and tall. And then inhale, come up even taller. Maybe those arms lift up. Take an inhale. And then exhale, set your hands down, and you can stay up. You don't have to put your head down. I know anybody out there is going, ha ha, yes I do, I must. But it's just an option. Sometimes it's an option to come down halfway. And then the one that everybody wants to do, coming down all the way. And if you want to come down all the way again, but your head, you just don't feel like you have that mobility, put a block under your head. It is very nice to have your head rest on something. Really anytime, not just in pigeon pose. And we just settle here and we breathe. Take about 5 more breaths. And before we rush out of this, we're going to take a king pigeon today. So walk your hands up, bend your left knee. So for many of you, and maybe this is it, this is your king pigeon. You can try to reach back with your left hand, grab something on your left ankle, your left shin, the foot, and then maybe you just come up onto the fingertips. Maybe you could lift that arm out in front of you. Woo. Just one more breath. And then exhale, release. Don't let the leg slingshot. Let it go nice and gentle with control. And then you'll come out of your pigeon pose and do whatever you'd like to do. Down dog, leg extended, child's pose. Reaching, stretching, however, just getting the blood flow back in, making it feel nice and yummy. We're just testing how more open your hip feels right now. And then we'll meet back in our table. And you're going to swing your left leg around and keep it moving. Wiggle, walk it over. And settling down into half pigeon on your left side. Again, sometimes it works out on one side and it doesn't on the other. So rolling on your back, taking that figure 4 is a great option. Inhale, just prop yourself up a little bit. Maybe lift those hands. Proud pigeon, one more breath. And then hands down and find where you want to be. And hang out. And it's okay to move in a pose. You don't have to find the perfect spot right at the beginning. There may not be one perfect spot. You may feel good in one way for a couple breaths, and then you feel like you can sink a little bit or come up. It really does feel different whether you're up high or halfway or all the way down. So don't be afraid to play a little bit. Take about 5 more breaths. And then start to come up if you're not already. We're going to come into that king pigeon other side. So bend the right leg. And maybe this is where you are. That's okay. Or you can reach back and see if you can grab something. And maybe you stay here. And you just come up on your fingertips. Or maybe, just for a breath, whoa, you can extend that left arm out. Maybe not. I'm going to try one more time. So just one more breath here. And then come and do whatever you would like to do after this pigeon. Turn to the side. And then we're going to meet lying down. So you can work your way there anytime you are ready. But take your time. If you're not quite ready, if you're not done working out that hip, you'll get there. When you come down, bring your knees into your chest. Give them a hug. Legs up a wall just for a couple breaths. And then bend the knees in, bring them, drop them over to the left. Arms can go long. Looking right. Make this twist your own. Two more breaths. Now back up to center. Exhale, drop them the other way. Two more breaths. And then getting ready for Shavasana. So lying down flat. Or maybe you bend your knees, feet wide, knees knocked into each other. Maybe you butterfly your feet. I like a little block under my head. And then take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Take and enjoy your rest. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Turn your wrists and your ankles. Bend your elbows and your knees. And then bring your knees into your chest and roll over onto your right side. Using your hand as leverage, push yourself up into a seated position. Bring your hands into your heart. And we have peace in our hearts and in our homes, peace in our communities and in our lands, and peace throughout the world. Let your thumbs float up to the space in between your eyebrows, and as we end our practice, we bow our heads and say namaste. Thank you. Have a wonderful day and week. Bye.